Welcome, Harvard Scholars, to another episode of Distance Learning. In actuality, lesson number 25. We're almost there. So I appreciate you guys. Dig in. We only have a few more weeks left and we're home free. But the most important part is becoming better citizens, becoming better scholars. And I know you guys are there and can do it into the future. So I hope you guys joined our Democracy Prep network town hall yesterday to discuss some of the events that were going on. Many scholars were making their contributions in the discussion. Brilliant scholars, adding on some great ideas, some insight. It's all about having a discussion. So I hope you guys were able to see that. As we talked about in our advisory, we as teachers are always here for you. If you have any questions, you ever want to talk, just pop in. We all need each other right now. So please jump into our Zoom rooms, give us a call, an email, anything. If you need anything, have any concerns, we wish you the best. But let's jump in to today's lesson. Okay, again, parallel to what's happening in our society. There are some major themes we talked about in the last lesson. But today, I want scholars to be able to identify what is causing the fear for the boys and define the actual threats to the boys. Is there a difference between what they perceive as fear and what the actual threats are? There's a difference between being afraid of something and being in danger. So, what are the threats and what are the fears? Scholars will be able to show evidence of what the fire symbolizes. Again, paralleling to our current news and our current lives right now, or in many cities around the United States of America, there's fires burning. What do they symbolize? Is it just the fires? Is it just destruction? Or is it bringing a new light to a situation? You make that choice, you make those decisions, compare your evidence. This is what we do as good readers. Scholars will be able to identify the significance of the Lord of the Flies. We're finally at that point where we get to understand the definition and the meaning of what the Lord of the Flies represents. It is so powerful. Again, we are forced to be indoors. There is now curfews. There is we have been under a pandemic. We are forced to go inside. So is it in our physical world or is it our mental world? But we're forced to go inside. So the theme of insight and fire being the light and the fear, how is it affecting our judgments? Okay, so we're going to find all of that out as we read. We have our do now. Last class word was demented. Today's word is grimace. So go through your do now. Please properly define those words. You'll do your quick hit. You're going to compare which one would make you grimace the most. You're going to actually fill in the similar to now in this section. I'll give that to you in your lesson. And today's Lord of the Flies reading is in the PDF, pages 157 through 166. Today's vocabulary words, please write these down and take note of these, are vexed, confused, or having problems with something. Uproar, a lot of noise or angry protest. Again, directly related to our current lives. So help yourselves get a better understanding by properly understanding the proper definition of our vocabulary. Demonic, like demons, labored, to work hard. And before we read, describe an especially scary scene from a movie on the lines below. I'm a big movie guy, so please, I'll be reading these and curious to find out what scary movie moment you have and want to describe in great detail that you can with your writing skills. Okay, our signpost of the day is the tough questions. The TQ on page 139, you're going to analyze, can't they see? Can't they understand? See. If you've ever seen Avatar, I see you. I see you. It's an understanding, okay? It's a high understanding, being able to see into yourselves or into a situation, insight. Okay, so again, the fire representing that light, Piggy's glasses representing the sight or the intelligence. There are symbolic references to these things. Okay, so you're going to answer the remaining questions. You're going to write the lines from the PDF on page 163. You're going to watch the reading video because I'm going to have the annotations in there. So you'll have the answers in there. Please watch that video. If not, you're going to read it on your own and have to describe it and find it on your own. I know you're also capable. That demonstrates what Ralph thinks about the fire, more significance about the fire. And then you're going to, after the reading, write three important statements about what the Lord, three important statements that the Lord of the Flies makes. He's having a conversation with someone, or the Lord of the Flies is having a conversation. What is the root of that conversation? What are the symbols? What ends up happening? What is that representation? This is where we're bringing it all home. Okay, and that's it for now. You're going to answer the remaining questions. What's the biggest threat? And what's Ralph's relationship with the fire? How has it changed? Okay, so see me on the next video. I'm going to give some annotations and some descriptions, and we're going to read the or hear the audio book that's going to give a very brilliant scene with the Lord of the Flies. So please tune in. It will be exciting. See you soon.